Good morning. Today we have a small review to refreshing our minds what we learned during the week. And we have in page 9, we have 5 review questions, starting with question number 1. May the Holy Spirit guide us in these moments so we can have these lessons in our minds, what the Lord wants us to learn through the lessons. We have question number 1. What facts reveal that our Creator is also our sustainer? So God created everything. Everywhere we look, we can see His hands, His creation. So Isaiah chapter 40 verse 26, let's read. Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all this? He who brings out the starry host one by one and calls forth each of them by name. Because of his great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing. So God is the only one that has power to do all these things. Create heavens, brings out the starry hosts and call each one by name, and not one of them is missing. Now talking about our bodies, God created us. It says here that the heart beats, the pulse, our breath, everything is under the supervision of God. Now question number 2. Why is God alone worthy to be worshipped? God is the only one that deserves reverence. He is worthy of reverence because He is the Creator, and that to Him all other beings owe their existence. We have here in the book of Jeremiah chapter 10, it's talking about verse 12, it's talking about gods that are created by men's hands, and they are made of stone, of gold or silver, but these gods, they do not create anything, and they will perish, they will be destroyed. But God is our powerful God. He will not perish, He will not be destroyed. Now question 3. How should we respond when we consider that God owns everything? God is a true ownership. To Him belongs everything, and we also belong to Him. Our bodies belong to God. He paid the price of redemption for the body as well as the soul. Ye are not your own, for ye are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. So we need to consider our response when we consider that God owns everything, He owns us. We need to glorify Him, glorify God in our body, in our spirit, which are God's. What should we understand about Satan's usurped authority? We read in the book of Luke, let's go to the book of Luke chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. It's talking about when Jesus was being tempted by Satan in the wilderness, and that Satan declared to Christ, the kingdom and glory of the world are delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it. When he said that, he stated what was true only in part, and he declared it to serve his own purpose of deception. But this dominion that he declared that he belongs to him all the kingdoms of the world belonged to him. It says here that it was just in part, because he doesn't have dominion, the entire dominion of the nations. When Adam betrayed his sovereignty into Satan's hands, Christ still remained the rightful king. And this, Satan can exercise his usurped authority only as God permits. But this dominion, we know that will be restored as he will receive the New Jerusalem. Christ will receive the New Jerusalem, the capital of his kingdom, prepared as a bride adorned to her husband. Having received the kingdom, he will come in his glory as King of kings and Lord of lords for the redemption of his people. Question number 5. What temptation comes when we are entrusted with goods? In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 11 to 18, the Lord was giving these directions to his people, and he was telling them, verse 11, "Be careful that you do not forget the Lord your God, failing to observe his commands, his laws, and his decrees that I am giving you this day." He was giving this, he was alerting his people in this time, telling them that when their flocks would increase, when they would build nice houses, they had to keep in mind so they would not become proud and forget the Lord. So this is the temptation that comes when our riches increase or we are entrusted with goods. The temptation is to become proud. Your heart will become proud and you will forget the Lord. So may the Lord help us always to remember. Verse 18, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth." May the Lord help us that we keep these lessons in our minds and that we be each day learning more from his word and preparing for Jesus Christ's soon coming. Have a blessed preparation day and a blessed Sabbath. Bye.